with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They're led out by a former #1 overall pick and a one-time league leader in passing yards out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Winston.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Winston.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive, because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think
touchdown! Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
as a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Niner defense.
Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Tua. To the right side and complete to Washington.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. and that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now Winston.
That is caught, and he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Winston now from the 50. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. From the red zone now, Winston. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Kamara trying again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deontay Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Looking to pass. Tua. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Option handoff now to Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Tua's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
They'll find Osborne here.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
They give to Achane on the option.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. That time a 9-play drive.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play it? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching
You're an
you do
analyst.
it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now a 2nd and 6. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. 2 and now on first down. Got it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Second down, Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A first down throw for Winston.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
McPherson on for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with a road victory. Matthew Stafford, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Joe Burrow, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here.
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Winston.
That is incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Following the interception, Winston. There's a short one caught by Uzama. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A 38-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, 49ers.
Tua now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Now a toss right side, Achane with it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point, and they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Tua. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamison Williams
From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter, and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive.
2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tua going to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of...
And Winston lost the football. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Here's Hill on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Here's Achane to start the drive.
Oh, look, breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Now 2nd and 9.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 39.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run for it with Achane. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The end result, 21 yards.
Now Tua on the bootleg here.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught,
and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Jameis now on first down. Open man is Uzama. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, Winston. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flushed out right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Achane on the counter.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Achane.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Oh, this may be a free play for Winston. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. The pickup there, 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Winston. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw there caught by Gallup.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jameis to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A give, running right, Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. On the return, here's Agnew. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Winston. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The York on now for the extra point.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco,